Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Mountain State Forrest Festival here in Alton, West Virginia. My name is Micah. I'll be your MC today. This is our second year back. We are pumped to be here. And the reason I have us back is one simple reason. We try to promote positivity. We promote good vibes, trying to do things you like to do in your life and not letting people hold you down. We take this vehicle by a BMX bike, but by no means is anything I say today directly taken to BMX bikes. You guys can do anything, especially my little children friends down here. You can do anything, be it skateboarding, rollerblading, soccer, hockey, photography. If you're really good at video games, there's a way to make your life really, really special by just finding a passion in your life and doing it all of the time. Find something positive, find something non-destructive, and do it as often as you can. We found BMX bikes. We hope you find what you love, and together you'll do great things. So without further ado, how about a big round of applause? Let's get this show on the road. We'll get them started. What do you say? It's real easy. You see something you like, you make some noise. You like to laugh, stick around for 20 minutes. If you really like to laugh after our show, Green Pavilion, you don't want to miss it. And here comes the fun. So there's a start with some round of applause for our daring friends. And we'll get right in the introductions. My name is Michael. Like I said, I am owner, operator, babysitter. I'm really bad at booking hotels and rental cars. So that's about as much you need to know from me. Let's get on to the important factors. Our first individual has been with the team over 15 years. He actually helped me start this company. In our 8th grade, we entered a talent show, doing this exact show, and then 2 years later, we were skipping high school to do this show other places. He might look a little rock and roll, but he is just here for a good time. How about a big round of applause for Rolly Flash, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, 360 to exit the premises as well. I like that. Our next rider has a really big background in actually freestyle motocross. He grew up racing 125cc motorcycles. He then switched to BMX, and as of right now, he's going back and jumping 50-foot gaps. Doing it for Grand Rapids, Michigan. How about some noise for Robert Rowley, ladies and gentlemen? We call him Robbie, and it's appropriate. Bobby. Our next rider hails from the Racine, Wisconsin area. And we call him Old Glory. His favorite color, he said it's all one color to him, red, white, and blue, which works for me. And he is all about having a good time on his bicycle. How about a great big round of applause for Casey Urban? And last but not least, one of my favorite individuals, we call him a man-child. He's half man, half child, but when he gets on a bike, he's 100% beast. He is from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and he has been traveling the world all over the place riding BMX, leaving for Istanbul, Turkey next week. How about a great big welcome for Mr. Jake Hinkley, ladies and gentlemen. So that is our cast of crew. Basically, we're just going to take you on a journey of action sports. We call it BMX, and we're going to start slow and show you how you get into something like this. Now, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry, but as much as you want to hear, don't try this at home. This stuff's awesome. This stuff's like really a lot of fun. So I'm going to say, let's try this at home, but let's be smart about it. We'll get there in a little bit. But kids, you'll notice all of our riders are wearing all their safety equipment, helmet, knee pads, shin pads. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But before you get too much excited, it's all about having fun, and here's where it starts. Rolly Flash, coming up with a box jump with something simple. It's called an X-up. You don't have to get into action sports thinking you're going to do triple backflips. You're allowed to have fun, and whatever is fun, that's what counts. There's no coaches telling you how to live, no one telling you how you can ride your bike, or the way you have to jump it. It's whatever you want to do. You'll notice our first 2 tricks, they didn't even take a hand or a foot off their bike. They just contorted the bike in a way that made it look awesome, and that goes a long way. In comes Casey Urban, going to show you the next step of tricks. A simple little no footer. You get in the air, you take your feet off. Obviously, there's years and years and years of practice to get comfortable on your bicycle, but once you get the idea of jumping down, these are the tricks you start with, and you can take it to rollerblading, take it to razor scooters, whatever you want to do. That was a nice actual seat grab. He went behind his hand and grabbed his seat. Again, there's no coaches, there's no judging formats, there's no submitting your run like the Olympic gymnastics people. It's whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, and do it as much as you can. Nice no-footer to X-up. Rolly's showing you how you can take some of these simpler tricks, combine them, and it makes for a really neat combination. We're called a variation. In comes Mr. Robbie Rowley for the box jump. Oh my goodness, that was a seed grab tabletop, trying to whip out some new ones of this show. That's always nice to see. And in comes the ever-exciting Casey Urban. Look at the aggressiveness he has on that bike. Huge air on the quarter pipe, onto the box jump with him. Nice one-footed can-can, as we call it. Get some noise for Casey. here comes the man-child. Again, that is called the quarter pipe. The ramp he's riding right there is actually 1/4 of a pipe. Neat looking trick right there, no footer. To no footer can to no footer. Actually 3 jumps in that one trick. Very difficult. And believe it or not, these are actually considered smaller ramps than what people are normally riding. That's about 8 feet tall. The one he's jumping right there is actually 5 feet tall, and like I said, normally about 7 foot tall for that ramp, and this one gets up to about 14 feet. So these are actually shrunken down mini versions of what these guys are used to riding. In comes Robbie Routley. Nice turn down, you see that. Taking those handlebars 3/4 of the way around while somehow keeping his feet and hands on the pedals the entire time. And in comes Casey Irvin. All sorts of aggressiveness. Nice size there on the quarter pipe. Onto the box jump with him. What is called a toboggan. You guys having a good time on stage? You guys enjoying yourselves, West Virginia, a little bit? Just to let you know, we will be tomorrow in the parade, and then at 6 o'clock downtown, we're going to move the ramps and have ourselves one grand finale. And it's going to be a good time. Jake Hinkie, nice stylish 360. That's what separates us from the boys. The freestyle motocrossers and the other ones alike, they actually can't off-axis spin, and it separates it. It works for me. All right, so let's say maybe you're seeing this and you're like, I don't want to jump BMX bikes. Well, there's a lot of different ways to ride it. This is called technical riding or lip tricks. And as you can see, it's very difficult, but it's not as fast. It's not as big in the air, but it shows you've mastered the bike. You put the time on your bicycle to actually learn the stuff. You see Rolly pedaling backwards, aka a fakie, as they call it in the industry. Not too bad for a long hair. I don't know what that means. Yes, he does. All right, we're going to bring out Robbie Routley, and this guy has a whole slew of tricks. Actually standing on his pedal called a 270 pedal feeble. Nice bar spin on that quarter pipe. Actually using a 540. There we go. Getting skinny on the ramps. That is called a foo-fanoo. When you take that back brake, lock up the back wheel, pedal stall up on the big 9-foot quarter pipe, and up and over the box, bar spin manual. Makes some noise for Robbie. That was a fine run out of him. And here is where things get fun. We have our friend Casey Irvin up on the ramp, and he is good at these big ones. Here we go, the flare. Oh my goodness. Backflip 180 right out of the gate. Nice tail tap up on the corner. How about one the other way? Backflip. Make some noise for that. Spinning all over the place. Yeah, Casey. And that leaves just one. My friend Jake, a.k.a. the man-child. Don't worry, Jake. I know. I see everything. That's how we do that here. All right, Jake going up and over the box jump backwards, trying to get some speed for this one. Let's get him off the ground, West Virginia. What do you say? You know, there's a lot of talk about, like, football's the toughest, or hockey's the toughest, or boxing's the toughest. This is where action sports come to be a big deal, Mom and Dad. When you can get your son or daughter off the ground and back up and doing exactly what he loves to do, that's called self-progression. That's called getting back on the horse, and that's important. Jake's actually been trying to pummel himself into the ground all weekend long, but as you can see, there's no stopping. How about some noise for the young man from Oshkosh? We are all psyched you're wearing a mouth guard. That works for me. Play that game? All right, we need some volunteers. Anybody want to backflip a zebra? Raise your hand if you want to backflip a zebra. Anyone? No? 4? 4 people to backflip zebras. Anybody want to backflip a zebra? You want to? Come on up. Yeah, we'll take 2 of you. You pink and the green, yeah. We'll get you in a second. Come on out. Can you go talk to my friend with long hair over there? His name is Rolly. Just don't get too close. Anybody over here want to backflip a zebra? Zebra backflips? They're really nice, like, it's here. Come on, buddy. Come backflip a zebra. We're not going to backflip a zebra. Can you go talk to my friend? And someone over here. Point to him. Come on out, my friend. We'd love to have you. All right. All right, now I joke about backflipping zebras because it's funny. And what's really about to happen is we're going to show you what it takes to actually get into this stuff. Now, when you ride skateboards, or you ride BMX bikes, or you rollerblade, or raise your scooter, the number one thing you learn is the basics. And the first thing in the basics you learn is what's called a bunny hop, or an ollie, or basically you're unweighting the bicycle by itself. We have all these thousands and thousands of dollars in ramps, but there's just something to be said about jumping things with a heartbeat. And moreover, when you land on children, their bones are a little bit softer, so you totally don't even get hurt when you hit them. It's just the awesomest thing. They're still developing, the tissue's a little soft, right? So we keep the kids near the end for obvious reasons, because, I don't know, we like to hurt people. Yeah, you should definitely jump in there. All right, so Mom and Dad, I hope you're insured. We're not. That's not really our thing. That's paperwork. right? Test run? All right, well, it did, you know, yesterday we went 2 for 3, and it got a little ugly there. Let's do a test run. Jake, you know where you are right now? That's important, good, all right. Let's see the test run now. Robbie, oh boy, oh. Maybe Jake should lead. Maybe Jake should go first. What do you guys, you guys thought we made it, right? We're right about there. There's a lot of teeth sucking going on out there. I don't. Well, if you guys want to see it anyway, might as well, right? All right. All right. Well, we got some more children to land on. That's fun. Oh, sorry. Are we all good? Have a lay on back. Enjoy yourself. All right. Mountain State Forrest Festival. Put your hands together. Here we go. We're going to jump other people's children up and over around. Up and over around. See how they can round applause for all of those children. All right, and just to make sure we have it, there's a rule in action sports, and it's called, it doesn't count till you do it twice. So we're just going to go ahead and do it for this side. Do you this side want to see us do this? If you guys get a chance? Perfect. And what you need is a lot of preteens, because like I said, their bodies are so soft, you can just land on them. It's like landing on a foam pit is what we kind of relate it to. Just get it. If I ever start a preschool, somebody report me immediately. It's going to be bad. All right, so we have a bunch of humans, all sorts of stacked out. We have cell phones are coming. All right, Mountain State, Elkins, West Virginia, put your hands together for this. Well, for the other side, Jacob up and over. Robbie right on his heels. How about some noise for all of our volunteers and friends? Yeah. See, we don't just hurt ourselves. We try to include everybody in our pain. Isn't that just a wonderful thing to get? Anyway, we need Jacob. Jake, do you know where you are? Can I have you on the ramp, please? Remember that time my friend fell 15 feet? Yeah, me too. But hey, we're going to talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend Jake. Remember when he fell out of the sky a minute ago? Everybody say hi to Jake. Hey, Jake. Okay, now, of course we don't suggest you try to fall from 15 feet to your head, but if you're gonna, let's take some steps in making good things happen, right? It's called preventative maintenance. It's making sure you can get up and ride your bike again, making sure you can get up and go to school tomorrow. And we just want to show all the children, this is for you. These are the steps we take. I know Elkins does have a skate park. We do encourage you guys to go out there and try it all the time. 3 simple rules. Wear a helmet, tell your parents, and ride with a friend. You never ride alone. And if you want to go the next extra step, which we of course always do support and approve of, it's to wear your safety equipment. Here's just the basic supply of what Jake is wearing right now. On his shins are what are called shin guards. Where are my soccer players at? Children, you guys play soccer? Yeah, you like the soccer? It's exactly like your shin pad, just a little bit thicker. But instead of saving your shin bone from getting kicked by a spike, it's to save you from getting pedals to your shin. It looks like a weed whacker had an attack on your shin. It's not a fun thing. On our knees, we're wearing hard cap knee pads. It's not swollen, it's not weird. We just keep them under our pants because there's so much going on when we're riding bikes that anything can get snagged, and it does and will happen. So we actually designed the pads to fit underneath the tight girl pants because why do you wear girl pants? I actually don't have an excuse for that. Showing off the figure, I guess. On his hands, we are wearing We Are gloves, and that's because, well, they sponsor us, and that's what you do for sponsors, you support them. On his mouth, he has what's called a mouth guard. If anybody's paid for teeth, they're like 10 grand, or you could buy a $3 mouth guard. Parents, $3 mouth guard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the most important thing, and this is one for mom and dad, if you have a son or daughter that's interested in this stuff, and you go to Walmart to buy your protective helmet, you didn't do it right. It's $60 to get something worthwhile. And what you're looking for is an inside foam liner. As you can see, Jake has one called a 888, and it's actually, the foam liner inside is what condenses when you hit your head, and that's what saves your head or your brain from not becoming scrambled eggs. So, get a good helmet. It's worth it, believe me, kids. If your helmet doesn't fit so well, tell mom and dad you want to be a little bit safer, and I'm pretty sure they're going to take care of it. So, that is the safety requirements. Everyone say hi to Jake so he knows he's still in West Virginia. Jake, you're in West Virginia. Oh, weird. Alrighty. So, as you can see, we're going to get right on with the rest of the show. But before we get into big tricks, wearing safety equipment just melts you do this stuff. Beautiful. How about a big round of applause for Jake and all of his safety?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118,
That dude loves falling out of the sky. That is his favorite thing. Look at him shake his head, yes. Yeah, pretty good. You know, Travis Pastrana uses a, parachute, not Jake. Not his thing. All right, so we're going to get right into the big trick section. West Virginia, let's put our hands together to get these guys motivated. We are in our final big trick section. And here comes the fun. Rolly Flash leading the way. Nice 360 X-up. That's what we like to see. Taking some of those earlier tricks that he did earlier in the show and combining them. Like I said, variations. Tricks inside of tricks. Not only is he spinning, but his hands are twisted as well. Big old Robbie coming to the quarter pipe. Nice size there and a bar spin. There we go. Spinning those handlebars. 360 degrees. Let's see what we got now. Our one Casey Irving, you saw him go upside down both ways a little bit ago. To the box up with him. Oh my goodness! That is called a no-footed Indian or no-footer, no-footed can, no-footer. I'm not real sure. We're going to call it the old crazy legs. Hey, old crazy legs. Get in the air, do the crazy leg thing. Works for me. Jay Kinky 360 tail whip. Holy cow! Maybe he's not so hurt. You never know. That was insane. He's spinning. The bike's spinning, his mouth guards all weird looking. That works for me. Rolly Flash back in the mix, taking us to the next section of the trick. Big Superman, that is awesome. Make some noise for that. Fully stretched in every way possible. With nothing but a shoelace to hold up his britches. That's half the trick in itself. Nice looking there by Robbie Rotley. To the box up with him. No hammer, turn down. Wow. Two very high-end tricks. Done in one air. As you can see, we got some motivated riders. Come on, West Virginia, put your hands down, keep the energy going. Here comes Casey Irving to the box jump. Big Superman secret of his own. Goodness gracious, trying to see how far his feet can go from his pedals. That is impressive. The young Jake Hinkie coming back in for yet another run. There's a 360 top in the hander. That is bananas how good this guy's riding. You feel free to give yourself a mild concussion before every show. That's going to work just fine for all of us. Here comes Rolly Flash nice there on the corner. Like I said, it's all about putting everything together. 360 table. That was great extension. Taking that bike, trying to put it completely flat. We will take that all day long, my friend. In comes our boy Robbie. And Robbie is a higher specialist one in the air. A big backflip. And you got to speak of Robbie Rowley. We call it white knuckling, where you just hold on to your handlebars so hard your knuckles, all the blood leaves your hand. That's the kind of flips he does. They are exciting, they are fun. They're a great double tail whip. Up, there we go. Let's get him off the ground. How about some noise for our boy over there? Taking it just a little hard. This is how our shows go. 4 men enter, maybe 1 leaves. I don't know. We're here to have fun. We hope you are as well. Here comes the young Jake Hinkie saying just a little bit more. Nice air on the quarter pipe. Let's see what he has to the box ramp. Big 720. Holy cast. 2 full rotations. That is absolutely bananas. Alrighty, folks. We're going to get into the last couple of tricks here. Rolly Flash leading the way. With engines being wrapped like you just don't care. Works for me, yes! Superman C-Club Indy, that was a neat one. Taking them seat, putting it on the taking his feet, putting them on the other side of the seat after grabbing it. Works for me, big old Robbie Rowley. Bar spin, oh, late tabletop. All sorts of stylish tricks right there. And of course, I call him Mr. Excitement at this point. Keep an eye on this one. He's an exciting one. To the box up with a big backflip. That was awesome. Make some noise for Jake Hinkie. Alrighty, folks. A little bit of bookkeeping before we get into our final train. Number 1, right after our show, that Green Pavilion, my friend Mark does an amazing, amazing show. Get to that Green Pavilion. If you like to laugh, I'll laugh for 45 minutes after our show. That Green Pavilion immediately after our show. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a 6 o'clock, 1 demonstration, 6 o'clock countdown. Patience. Yeah. National Guard figures out what a motor sounds like. Works for me. All right, and finally again, 6 o'clock, we have 1 show downtown. You guys have been great. How about 1 big final round of applause? We get these guys going. The last time you'll see them at this location here at the Mountain State Forrest Festival. Here we go. All men, all hands on deck. Rolly Flash leading the way. Alley-oop tabletop. 360 over the box up. Robbie with a backflip. Casey with a 360. Keep an eye on this one. How about a backflip? Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Division BMX champion. How about a great big round of applause? free for all ages. He swallows fire and juggles. It's absolutely bananas. That green pavilion. Thank you guys so much. If you want autographs, come on up, meet the riders. We appreciate it. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow at the parade and then at 6 o'clock. Thanks.